Hello and welcome to our presentation. This video will focus on China, renewable energy and more specifically hydroelectricity. China has developed rapidly over the past 40 years. As China continues to grow, there has been a sharp increase of fossil fuel and importing energy from overseas, which has made China the world's largest energy consumer. However, a Chinese person on average still uses only a third of the energy compared to someone in a developed country. With climate change on the rise, China needs to look at ways to reduce the use of fossil fuels. China has taken on board the impact of climate change and is currently one of the leading countries to produce renewable energy. However, China has put forward its efforts but only produces 20% of green energy, with 80% of it being fossil fuel dependent. Furthermore, with China's government being in full support of producing renewable energy and has implemented ways to set up projects in order to implement these. With state power, which is exercised through the Communist Party, political ideology is based on Marxist, Leninism, Maoism and socialists, with socialist and communist roots beginning during the Mali era in China, which has been present as a collective society with the aim at looking for the common good of the country instead of focusing on the individuals that live within it. In regard to long-term orientation, China ranks highly due to their main focus on persistence and perseverance in order to achieve their goals. They place significance and focus on building trust in long-term relationships in order to achieve long-term goals.
The industry analysis. Factor conditions. China has a large number of rivers, of which more than 50,000 rivers have a drainage area of over 100 square kilometers, and 3,886 rivers have a hydropower potential of over 10. China's dam technology ranks among the best in the world, with a large number and large scale. Demand conditions. In recent years, the voice of renewable energy's development around the world has become louder and louder, and the market demand for new products using renewable energies such as water energies has increased rapidly. Related and supporting industries. The construction of hydropower dams has been supported by the government, finance, construction and manufacturing industry. First, strategy structure. The 5 major power generation groups are generally optimistic about the prospect for the development of hydropower resource and have promoted the high-quantity resource, with overseas operations and law-out advantage.
China boasts abundant hydropower resources. China not only possesses the largest installed hydropower capacity in the world, but also possesses the most advanced hydropower technology in the world. This gives China a competitive advantage for producing clean energy as it is more efficient. Countries are finding new ways to change from fossil fuels to green energy. With society having a huge dependence on electricity, and the energy demands are rising every day, and the need to find a sustainable solution is an important aspect for long-term survival in order to reduce the dangers occurring by climate change.
The plan is, over the next 10 years, by 2030, the small hydroelectricity industry will continue to grow and become a major supplier of the energy demand in China. The Renewable Energy Project has been able to produce up to 70% of new jobs. China produces one of the largest amounts of energy throughout all nations. Therefore, it is vital that China creates a way to balance and reduce the level of fossil fuels through producing renewable energy.